you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to another video. Today we're playing some Raid Shadow Legends. With today's video, we're going to be talking about something that either we do it, we think about doing it, we consider it, and we wonder if it's worth it or what's worth it. That's right, today we're talking about spending money in Raid Shadow Legends. Before we actually talk about spending money, I'm going to give you guys a way that you can get a free legendary and you don't have to spend anything. And by doing that, all you need to do is be a new player, use that download link in the description box below or scan the QR code on the screen. And by using my exclusive download link, you are going to start your game off with Elenaril on day 1, who is a legendary champion who you'll get for free. And at level 25, I'm also going to send you a Uugo. This is an incredible start to your account and will make your journey so much easier. I do want to start off by talking about a bit of the stigma around packs and games and pay to win and whales and everything. And I think the reality of it is any single game is going to have whales, and these are the ones that actually keep a game going. They keep a game afloat, and it's unavoidable in any game you play. And it could be anything from a minnow to a shark to a whale to however much you're spending. There can be low spending, high spending, mid spending, or the ones that don't spend anything. But I think the reality of it is in a lot of these games, they give you the option that if you want to spend, you can spend. And if you don't want to, obviously you don't have to. It all depends on your game style, how you play a game, how quickly you want to do things, how fast you want to progress. If you really enjoy pulling shards, and maybe you're somebody who wants to buy a lot of shards. But I think the reality comes down to it in terms of like what packs are actually worth it, what should I invest in if I did want to buy something, where's the best place to spend my money, and that is really what I want to touch on. I also don't think there should really be a stigma around it or like a frustration around it, because like I said, there's always going to be people that spend money in games. And if you were to go and buy a game for like a Switch, for example, or a game for your PC, you're not really batting an eye if you're spending like $60, $70, $80 for a game. So for somebody that wants to spend it in a mobile game, more power to you. So before I actually go ahead and talk about the packs and which ones and everything, I want to hear from you guys. Would you consider yourself to be a free-to-play player, or are you somebody who spends a little bit in Raid? Comment down below and let us know. One of the types of packs that pop up is the limited offer packs. And these are the ones that as you're playing, it's something that's going to pop up and give you some type of an exclusive offer. And this is going to vary. So for example, the autumn pack that's popped up here. So it gives me 13 hours to purchase the pack if I'd like to. It's $6.99 Canadian, depending if you're in Canada or US or where you are for how much it is. But this is going to give me 3 full energy, 50 multi-battles, and 675 energy. So factoring in all that energy, if you're somebody that's low on energy, it might be worth it. But then on top of that, it's going to kind of keep going with the pack. So now the next offer is going to give me some chickens and silver. And then the next one is going to include skill tomes with epic, legendary, even a mythical. And then the last one being the 2 legendary skill tomes, a chicken, and even more energy. So again, these types of packs are going to be a limited offer, and they may include something like a bonus offer. And it's one of the types in the game that will sporadically pop up and give you an option to get. There are other type of limited special packs and offers as well. So like I said, these are the ones that are there for a limited period of time and then they're gone. So down, if we're looking into this tab, for example, there's the autumn pack, which I talked about. But then they have other things. Like I said, if you are somebody that wants to progress your account even faster, so let's say you want to skill up your legendary, you'll have the elite growth pack. Or if you are somebody who really wants to pull shards, then the elite shard pack or the ultimate power bundle, where you'll see you'll be able to actually purchase some shards. So that is something that will be an option in here. And like I said, for you, that might be worth it if you are somebody who really likes pulling shards. And if there, say, is an event going on and it's either like a ×2 to get an epic or a legendary, or if you know that you're close to your mercy and you're like, oh, I just need like 5 more shards, then for you, it might make sense to be like, yeah, I'll go ahead and spend that amount, get the shards, and then get to my mercy. So that is all something that is going to factor in and play to if that is something that is worth it for you. They also have something called the purchase rewards, where depending on how much you spent, they're actually going to give you a little bit of extra something. So looking at the purchase rewards, for example, any purchase you get, this is going to give an EXP boost. It'll give you some energy, some silver, some Plarium points. So this can be something that's enticing if you're like, you know what, I'll just spend a little bit at least so I can get this bonus. And then the next tier would be if you're purchasing for X amount of money, now it's going to give you an ancient shard, some chickens, some XP brews. And then again, if you spend a little bit more than that, now you're getting void shards and legendary skill tomes, 7 full energies, and then 50 multi-battles. So depending how much you are spending, it's actually going to have some bonus purchase rewards if it is the first time. Let's now talk about some of the packs that are more worth it, or the ones that, depending how much you actually want to spend, you'll want to take a look at. So if we're in the daily and progression tab, this is one of the places that you're going to find things like the monthly pack, the Sacred Founder starter pack, beginner progress, veteran progress. These are all going to kind of depend on you and how much you actually want to spend in the game and what you value in terms of the packs. Now, looking in this entire spot, there is actually one pack that I would say is 100% worth it for a number of reasons, and that's actually the Daily Gem Pack. So the Daily Gem Pack is one of the packs in Raid that I would suggest if you're going to spend. This is a place to do it because you get a lot of value for how much you're actually spending. So the way that this pack works is essentially you get 250 gems now, plus every day to equate 2,140 gems. So every day it's going to give you gems starting with 250 and then 50, so on and so forth until you are reaching down into day 15. Then you get another 200 and then it goes to 60 gems a day. And then day 30 giving you 200. So by the end of it, you're getting 2,140. And essentially for me, like I said, this is in Canadians costing me $13.99 to get that many gems. The reason I say that this is worth it is if we actually go ahead and compare this to the gem shop. So again, keeping around that 2,000 gem mark that we're looking at, we're going to go into the bank. So if we were to look anywhere near getting 2,000 gems, there is a pack for 2,025 gems, and you'll see it's $69.99 Canadian. So for that same amount of gems, a chest of gems being 2,000 that you get for $70, and going back and comparing that to your daily gem pack, getting a little bit more than that for $13.99, that right there is going to show you the value of the gems, so the amount that you can actually get. The other reason that this pack is actually worth it is because gems are what you're going to need to use for your energy refills. So rather than going ahead and buying a pack that has energy with it, this is one of the ones that I would highly suggest because, like I said, you can use those gems to actually refill your energy for it. And you can see right there, looking at the value of how many gems you get for how much you're spending, makes a lot of sense. That's not to say that if you need energy, it's not worth it to get the daily energy pack. But if you are deciding between the two, daily gem is for sure a hands down. If you're needing more additional energy, then the daily energy pack is not a terrible deal either. I do want you guys to comment down below and let me know if you're one of the ones that purchases that daily gem pack or the monthly gem, whatever you call it. Let me know if you're somebody that makes that purchase every month and if you also think it's worth it. Another thing that would be worth it in Raid is if you are looking to spend a little bit more is actually looking at the Raid cards. So with the Raid cards, they have the silver and they have the gold. The thing about this card is it does vary on how much you're actually farming. So you do want to make sure that you would be fully utilizing this. And what I mean when I say that is that you are making sure you're making use of the multi-battles that it gives you daily. So looking at the cards, they both give you the same thing. It's just the value that you get. So you're going to get 20% XP from campaign battles, 20% more silver for campaign, and 70 multi-battles attempts. So again, you want to make sure you're actually farming. So if you're farming your campaign, you'll take advantage of getting more EXP and more silver, but also making sure that every day you're actually using your multi-battles. So if you are somebody who is farming a lot and you really want to take advantage of this, this is one of those packs that would essentially be worth it, or I guess the cards. The difference between them as well, you have the silver raid card or the gold one. So gold one gives you 6 months versus silver just being a month at a time. You do get value from the gold one if you were looking to do at least like 6 months of this, because that essentially gives you 1 month free for the price. And the last way that you can spend, and apart from, let's say, packs or cards, is the Forge Pass. This is the next thing that I would say is worth it. So if you are, again, looking to spend some money, then the Forge Pass can be a great way to do it because you will have the free ones that you get on top, but then there's also the ones that you can get on the bottom. So looking through those rewards, it does vary also like when it actually pops up. So that's something you want to pay attention to in the game, is when they actually have the Forge Pass going on. But when it is going on, it could be something that you want to take advantage of because they do have some really great stuff in there. That is it for today's video. I would love to hear from you guys. Please comment down below and let me know what packs you think are worth it, or the ones that you invest in, buy, and where you spend your money in Raid. Comment that all down below and let me know. And again, if you're looking to start an alt account, you know someone looking to start Raid, then send them the video, give them my link so that if they download the game using my link, they do get Elenaril being that free legendary champion on day 1. And at level 25, they're also going to get Uugo. What better start can you have to the game? I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Next level.